Hello, everybody. Welcome to Story Time with Mamta. Okay, so today I stand in solidarity with the growing Black Lives Matter uprising in the US due to the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and countless other unarmed black civilians in the US. And of course, today I am going to present a story about a pioneering black female psychoanalyst who overcame many hurdles, change, and achievement, and of course, the emotional scars and conflicts, including rejection by Cornelia's medical school. That too, despite her excellent academic performance. Why? Because she was black. Very bad. Well, she absorbed the shock, then applied to Columbia University's College of Physicians and Surgeons. She was accepted on the condition that she would not protest if white patients refused to be seen by her. None did. She agreed and became the only black student in her class of 104, graduating in the year 1940. She would still face discrimination, often being mistaken for a cleaning lady. But she went on to be a renowned pediatrician and child psychiatrist and the first of African American woman to become a psychoanalyst in the United States. Yes, I'm talking about Margaret Cornelia Morgan Lawrence. In her childhood and through adolescence, she said she wanted to become a doctor because of the death of her only sibling, a brother, at 11 months and 2 years before she was born. But Cornelia's medical school didn't accept her, which told her a black man before her came down with tuberculosis and died, thus failing to graduate. It was excuse enough to reject her. Isn't it ridiculous? Of course it is. Now, because of several humiliations and acts of racism, Lawrence supported herself by first working as a maid to a white family, that too living in an attic. This is not done. And later as a laboratory assistant. However, it's worth noting that she was a founding board member of the Harlem Family Institute. The HFI presents the Margaret Morgan Lawrence Award to honor outstanding service to the children and families of Harlem. Her work included clinical care, teaching, and research, particularly into the presence and development of ego strength in inner city families. Lawrence studied young children with difficulties identified as strong by the teachers in America as well as on sabbatical in Africa, writing two books, The Mental Health Team in Schools and Young Inner City Families, Development of Ego Strength Under Stress. Lawrence was co-founder of the Rockland County Center for Mental Health in New York, the first recipient of Rockland County, New York, J.R. Bernstein Mental Health Award. The Suzanne Smith McKinney Stewart Medical Society honored her with its Outstanding Women Practitioners in Medicine Award. In 2003, Swarthmore College awarded Lawrence the honorary degree of Doctor of Science at Swarthmore College, and she gave the commencement address. Lawrence also received the Episcopal Peace Fellowship's Sire Prize in 2003 in recognition of her work to promote peace, justice, and non-violence. In 2004, she was awarded the Virginia Neeland France Distinguished Women in Medicine Award by the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Columbia University. Now it is interesting to know that Morgan's daughter, Lawrence Lightfoot, wrote a dual autobiography and biography of her mother, and it was named as Balm in Gilead, Journey of Healer, telling the story of her mother's life, saying, her life has been one of courageous boundary crossing, enduring the visibility and distortions of tokenism and the double oppressions and assaults of racism and sexism. So this was the painful read about Margaret Morgan. And so, children, I would really advise you to be really kind to everybody you meet, and Never discriminate between color, caste, sex, or religion. I would really advise you, humanity is the only religion that should be the way of life. And I wish you that God bless you and have a happy day. Bye bye.